Delgado needs to be granted a bail here.
Trying to be cute.
Cute? It's the black man trying to get a white man's deal. That address is to some cranberry bogs. There, you're gonna find a pilot shot dead by Frankie Cuevas himself.
You think I'm gonna find bodies? Like whose bodies?
Like, that's your fucking job. So get some dogs out there and get to searching.
Still one of my favorite scenes from episode 9 of Hightown season 2. Very, very wild, tumultuous ride that episode was. And the only thing you can say about Osito is a smooth criminal.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
I've never in a million stories seen one single antagonist become so beloved. It's like he's the Thanos of the Hightown multiverse. But this video is about the breakdown of episode 10, and I almost don't want to do this video because this means that the season is about to be over. I'm sad. My emotions are gone. This is going to be over, ladies and gentlemen. We're to the last episode, and I don't expect anything major in this episode, no more than just a winding down of stories and putting a story in place for next season. And we'll go through the trailer and we'll break it down. If you're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so when I drop videos, you get them. I also have the Life Gains Financial channel where I'm helping you guys learn how to get money in the stock market, save money, consumer items, Tesla. We do it over there as well. And if you ever want to just kind of pull me to the side and just let me know things I might have missed in these stories and reviews that I do, you can always hit me on IG. And by the way, at some point in time in the next couple of weeks, when the show is over, I will be doing an interview with Rebecca Cutter. She's the showrunner and creator of this Hightown universe. Can't wait to pick her brain to see where we're going next. Let's watch the trailer and then we'll go through it piece by piece.
I gotta get my job back.
What does that mean?
I need you to recant your statement against me.
Do you understand that there are consequences for lying to the police?
Give a statement about Frankie Cuevas.
Your other option is getting tried as an adult.
Fuck off.
For the rest of your life, you gotta be looking over your shoulder.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Well, we get Ray voicing over talking to Renee. And in the very first scene, we see Sergeant Major, I forgot his name, handing Ray his badge. So apparently it looks like Ray is going to get his job back in this episode, which that's a whole season's worth of TV next year because Ray being a police officer is crazy. Ray is willing to do anything to get a case solved. He's crossing the line. And with Frankie being in jail after Ray and Renee made us all feel very upset with this scene right here with Ray walking past Frankie, hugging Renee, and Frankie giving that look back in the car like, you bitch. It was you all along telling all my moves. It's going to be chaotic with Ray being a cop. And then they go to the clips of them showing Ray holding Renee, and she still hasn't told him she's pregnant with his baby. Continue to post your names down below for what the baby should be named. If it's a girl, Nay Ray. If it's a boy, Ray Nay is my vote. And he's basically telling her, look, I got to get my job back. But in order to get my job back, there are some things you got to do. And in the next scene, we see her at the Massachusetts State Police Office headquarters talking to someone, maybe a DA or somebody, about recanting a statement. And the DA lady's like, do you know the ramifications of recanting your statement? Now, I thought that Sergeant Major right here was going to be able to cut Ray a deal without this if they was able to bust Frankie. Well, they got Frankie. But I guess they didn't get the connect in New York, which was part of the deal. So maybe they're having to do a halfway deal with Ray for him to get his job back. Someone who's a lawyer, let me know what would be the ramifications of someone having to recant statements that they made in a court of law. Is that the same lines as perjury? I guess we'll find out. We get Jesley back together like I said, the only time Leslie is in love is when she thinks she's about to move up the ladder of power. And they've got the homegirl Charmaine. And you hear Jackie just saying, look, Charmaine, rat on Frankie. That's how you can get out of this. And then we hear Leslie saying, or we're going to trial you as an adult. And Charmaine, still being hard as nails, cold as ice, she says, fuck you. Whew, Charmaine. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one way Charmaine is going to get out of this. And that's going to be with the help of Osito, who is not in this trailer. And I think he's not in the trailer because one of the big reveals is going to be he's getting out of jail in this episode. Why even put that in the trailer? Because you're going to know what's going to happen. But I'm here to tell you guys, Cito's out of jail. Too many grandmas and mothers love him across this great nation.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I
We're all
don't have
sinners.
to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser.
And he's going to be out of jail to wreak havoc, get Charmaine out, and possibly cause trouble for Frankie. Very next scene, we see Renee coming to see Frankie. And I'm thinking to myself, Renee, you know this man is going to want to kill you. Shouldn't you and Ray be going in witness protection with set somewhere? But obviously not. And Renee has this look on her face of vengeance. I first wanted to know why you coming to see him, but then I had to realize there is a Frankie Jr. situation. So maybe she brought Frankie Jr. for visitation, but you know, she could have sent grandma for that. And Frankie is telling her, look, you're going to be looking over your shoulder the rest of your life. And she gets in that man's face and, Lord, look at that face. And tells him, as she's having a flashback of shooting Jorge, you don't know what I'm capable of doing. And if you guys remember the episode trailer breakdown I did for when she shot Jorge, I said Hightown didn't put this dark makeup on her for no reason. I felt like the dark makeup was an illustration of her doing something illicit or maybe even turning darker. Damn sure that's what she did. She took out Jorge. But do you think that there's a possibility they would pit her against Frankie in some kind of duel? Please post me your comments. We see Jackie running through the woods. And considering everything that's happened, what would have her running through the woods? Did Charmaine get out the car somehow, some way? Did she bust out the car? Is she chasing Leslie in the woods? This appears to be the same woods that the little trailer that Jorge had his stash money was located at. So I can only imagine what she's chasing, but you guys post me your comments. What do you think she's chasing? And then we got Sergeant Allen. Got a little box, and usually when you see them boxes, that is when nerds is leaving one cubicle having to move somewhere else, and he's throwing some paper somewhere. And then he's got his little Christmas stocking up there behind the light with glee. Is he being fired? Or hopefully, what I think he's doing, he's been promoted. He got Frankie Corvez. He got him. So maybe he's packing his stuff up and he's been promoted. Or maybe this is a new office where he has been promoted. But I don't see any situation of why he would be demoted and have to move from the office. You see his wife on the desk. You see the stocking back there. I think he got promoted and he's just getting settled in. And I would love to see a little more of him because in this season, he really displayed what he can do. And I enjoyed the way they utilized him this season. We got Jackie in the locker room, slapping the lockers. We all know what this is all about. Somehow, some way, Leslie has disappointed my homegirl Jackie again. Mark my words, post your comments. How did Leslie disappoint Jackie? You know that's what that's all about. Then we see Jackie mysteriously somewhere, it looks like a freezer. Maybe her and Eddie Murphy are hot on the trail of the Scribe Father. And they finally are going to help Eddie Murphy catch this dude who's been evading him for all these years. Because this looks to be like a freezer. It looks cold where she's at. And there ain't no more police business they have to be doing that deals with the code. So maybe this is finally them getting on the heels of the Scrod Father, and Eddie Murphy, one of my favorite characters on this show, is going to finally get some justice. And then they end, ladies and gentlemen, with Leslie. You see her car on the left. You see Jackie's Jeep on the right. Jackie's got on her hoodie. Leslie doesn't have on a hoodie. She's got her hands around the head of Jackie, and then she lays a big old fat kiss. I told y'all in my review from last week, the only time Leslie gets a little moist down between her legs is when she looks like there's an opportunity for power. They caught Frankie. That made her look at Jackie like, you look tasty again to me. Even though you said all those nasty things to Jackie, Leslie, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You got the nerve to be kissing this girl intently like this is Spider-Man 1 and you hanging upside down, giving him a kiss in the rain. I'm going to assume that earlier in this trailer, when Jackie is slamming the locker, Leslie dissed her somehow, some way. Leslie laid this kiss on her, knowing this woman loves you, and then just disappeared on Jackie all over again. And maybe this was Jackie in complete disgust of how did she let her guards down one more time. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Post me all your comments on things you think is going to happen in this finale that we all hate to see go, because this has been a great season. I do expect to see awards handed out to this show, and I hope I can somehow or another find a way to go to one of these auditions and be the background person, sweeping dust or something, passing out donuts. That's my dream for Hightown. And we know that the next season is going to be pure fire because the writers have done a wonderful job. That's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like my video. Please comment, subscribe, get yourself that life game. Follow me on Instagram, and also stay tuned for the interview I will be doing with Rebecca Cutter, showrunner and creator. Can't wait to pick her brain and see what was her favorite moments of this season of Hightown. Till that next sexy as hell video, I'll see you.